being authentic and showing up for yourself has its consequences. So this isn't about only in your mind, this is about when you really show up as the person you really are. And I mean, we have to really say what this means, right? It means that I'm authentically and openly speaking up from the heart, saying what is true for me. Now, I'm doing this in the most kind and compassionate way. I'm not being mean to other people, judge other people behind their back, or doing, oh my God, how this person is doing. I'm not going to gossip. I'm not going to do all of that because I don't need to do that. It's not important anymore. This is the person who is showing up, who is pretending to be someone he's not or she's not. An authentic person doesn't need to do that anymore. It's kind of done. You're done with that, you know? You don't need to do that. Now we really got trained on how to do that. I mean, big time, right? I mean, this was basically how we used to connect to people, right? When you start to talk about other people, this is how we connected. This is how we started. And so now you're like, okay, I'm showing up as the authentic me. Will ever anyone care? Who am I? Will ever anyone care? How is this possible, right? You may think. How is it possible that I'm not accepted the way I am? Well, first of all, we have to accept ourselves the way we are. We have to accept our flaws and also see that there are so many attachments that we actually have trained ourselves to believe that this is what we are, but we are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions. And if you're a person who has a lot of drama experienced and has a hard time to regulate their emotions, and hello, I can totally say, like, I was there. And so I have identified myself with that. I have made my personality about that. And if you identify yourself over that, you will never be open really to open up. You don't see that this is coming from a wound. This is coming, the way how you act is coming from a place of wounding. Okay? And that's something that can actually be cleared up or healed. It may take some time because this is also what you cultivated over the years. But how about this? The possibility to at one point feel better within your skin, showing up who you are and being you. Then pretending every single day you're someone you're not, doing stuff you don't like, feeling depressed. There are so many people who tell me they lack from motivation. Well, you lack from motivation because you're not showing up as the person you truly are. See, when people tell me I'm not motivated, well, I'm not currently really into motivation, because the thing is, when I have a goal and it's an authentic goal, it's something that I really want to experience, then I'm not going and waking up and thinking, okay, today motivation mode is on or not, and because of that I'm not doing anything. I'm really using it differently. I say, like, okay, this is my goal. This is why I'm doing it. I'm not thinking too much. Do I really want to do it? If I know I have to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm not going too much into, do I really want to do it? Like, am I motivated to do it? And then I immediately catch my brain who's saying, no, you're not. It might not be the right goal. It's not the right thing. Yeah. And then you start all over again and you go down the hole, because that's what we do, right? We try to find motivation to keep us going, but I think the only real goal is to really show up as the person you are with the full exposure you can get. I mean, to say this, when I started this YouTube channel, I was quite afraid because I'm sharing quite some personal stuff. I'm sharing my coaching. I share what I love. If you start to share what you love, you get a lot of exposure. And if people are coming and telling me, hey, what you're doing is total crap, I don't like it, blah, blah, blah. It was hard in the beginning, you know? It was hard to hear that there are people who don't celebrate that I'm just trying my best. And I couldn't understand why is this not enough? Until I started to stop feeling unworthy because someone says something against my work. I don't take it personal anymore. And that's the other thing. You see, the more you're judged, the more people judge you for who you are, what you're doing, whatsoever, the more you actually see, okay, this is your opinion, this is mine. Do I want to keep going? Do I want to feel well in my own skin? Do I want to show up as the true self as I can be? Is this what I want to accomplish? That's something you have to answer for yourself, you know? And if you can answer that, then you don't really have anything to lose, even though if people are saying you're not doing right, everything you do is wrong. And most of the time, what hurts most is if close people are doing this. But that's the thing. Most of the time, the way how they judge us is because they believe certain things. And what they believe doesn't need to be true for us. And sometimes we forget that this is just their opinion and they try their very best and they forget that their very best is not our best. And they don't know what is our best. Only we know. You see, only we know. And you gotta be okay with that. That people start to judge you, that they start to reflect on you. And that's normal. That's normal. So let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious, how have you experienced showing up for yourself more? How have you experienced to share your opinion in a kind and loving way, but keeping your boundaries held? And also, what happens to you internally when someone is crossing your boundaries? What happens internally? Question yourself. What is this doing to you?